So by the end of this video, I will teach you how to actually do the hard work. What are the frameworks you need to use to be able to actually work hard, right? But this, like the title you have seen, is not mine. It's from Hamza, obviously. Who's a YouTuber that everyone, or pretty much everyone who's on self-improvement has watched, right? And he taught me two things about hard work. And one which I think was very detrimental for me, and the second one which was very good, but I realized it too late, or later in life, let's say. First one, or the one where I over focused on, is routines, right? I thought that routine was everything to be able to work hard, and that's simply not that true, okay? And the more important thing, and the thing that would actually help me a lot more if I just listened to him, right, would have been purpose. To do work with purpose, so work that fulfills you, but also do work with purpose, meaning that have meaning behind that work. Why are you doing that work, right? Okay, yeah, you feel good doing that work and whatever, but why are you doing it, right? Are you doing it for yourself, for your family, for your future children, for society? Like why are you doing that? And that's basically where my framework to hard work starts, right? And I'm someone who has been pretty lazy his whole life, I'm not gonna lie, but has eventually been able to start working very hard and long hours every day, like let's say 13, 14 hours, no problem, right? Working and studying and learning and just keep going and it doesn't matter, right? And first thing is work with purpose and purposeful work, right? So work with purpose in purposeful work. So that's what I just said, right? So find your purpose to work. And this has to be very, very deep and very important to you, okay? Because you just have to sit down every day to do the work. And if you don't have a goddamn good reason, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna sit down, okay? It doesn't matter if you have the perfect routine, whatever. You're just not gonna do it. And if you do it, it's not gonna last, because eventually you will be like, why the hell I am doing this? It doesn't matter. I don't even enjoy it. I don't have a reason to do this. So I'm gonna stop doing it altogether. And second thing, find work that you actually enjoy. I don't know, you wanna be rich or you wanna make some money? That's good. That's very good. But don't do, I don't know, drop shipping. Who the hell wants to sell some cheap ass Chinese products for higher the price to people who just don't know it, right? Well, not me. I'm not doing that. Or SMMA, right? With SMMA, I never thought like, yeah, I'm gonna charge $1,000 per month for ads. Yeah, makes sense. I know it's not like that, but SMMA in general, I just didn't like the model very much eventually. Second thing, routine. Yeah, even though I talk crap on routine, you have to have a routine, or you should have a routine. And a routine that focuses on focus, that prioritizes focus. So what does that mean? Eliminate everything that distracts you, or try to eliminate it. Okay, sorry, it's very early in the morning. It's 6 o'clock, so yeah, I'm a bit. But so for example, I have a cheat sheet here. So for example, your phone, obviously social media, try to not use it before work and during work. Obviously before work, because your brain gets kind of like foggy. So yeah, I don't really like that. Second one, obviously noise. So if there's a lot of noise in your room, for example, just put some headphones or move to another room. If there's a weird smell that I know this is a weird thing to say, but if there's a weird smell that keeps you distracted, just do something about it too. Just take a shower, okay? On 3 food. Hamza talks a lot about this too. For example, to have a food that's no carbs or very little carbs or whatever. I am eating carbs like during my work. I when I do a break for lunch, right? I do eat carbs, and it doesn't really affect me because they are clean carbs, which is, I think, a lot more important to not eat to not eat processed food, right? That's a lot more important in my opinion. So if you have like good sources of carbs, like I don't know, rice, potatoes, for example, sweet potatoes, some veggies, um, you're good. Just find food that you digest well, right? Because there's some food that's healthy, but you may not digest well, right? Even though some other people might do it. So yeah. And finally, and this is also very important, is consistency. Consistency beats what I've called high spikes, which is just working very hard for, I don't know, 2 weeks and eventually just burning out and saying, I'm not doing this anymore, right? If you're able to work less but for a longer period of time, it's going to be a lot of better than if you do high spikes but you do them very infrequently, right? So it's a lot better to work, for example, 4 hours a day but for 2 months at work, 10 hours a day but for 2 weeks, right? The difference is 240 hours to 140 hours, right? So it's almost 100, well, it's 100 more hours, right? So that's a pretty big increase. So to summarize everything, okay, purpose and purposeful work are a lot more important than routines. And to have a good framework to work hard, you need first find your purpose, second find purposeful work, third eliminate any distractions you have that distract you from work, and three, consistency beats high spikes. Peace out.